A coal miner's daughter prohibits her father from coming to her graduation party, believing he appears unkempt. Despite her wishes, he shows up and speaks to her from the microphone, sharing something that brings her to tears and fills her with regret for her earlier words. "Okay, I'll call you later," Dad said. 18-year-old Madison hung up on her friend as soon as she heard her father, Ryan, a coal miner, park his van in the garage. She anxiously flipped through the TV channels, trying to avoid his attention, hoping he wouldn't bring up her upcoming graduation, which was just 2 days away. Madison didn't want Ryan to attend because she felt embarrassed by his appearance, fearing he would draw negative attention with his dirty clothes and the smell of coal and sweat. "Hey, sweetheart, look what I got for you," Ryan exclaimed as he entered, sounding cheerful. Madison was taken aback but quickly composed herself. It wasn't that she disliked surprises, she just couldn't stand seeing her dad's soiled face and hands. She had always kept him from touching her belongings to avoid getting them dirty. Ryan understood Madison well. He had been mindful of her feelings ever since she lost her mother, so he respected her boundaries and left 2 packages on the table instead. "Sweetheart, I hope you love them." Once Madison saw her dad was out of sight, she quickly unwrapped the first box and found a gorgeous dress inside. She loved it and started blushing. Then she opened the other box and saw an expensive suit in it. "Thanks for the dress, Dad, but for whom is this suit?" "It's for me, honey. I have to look amazing. It's your graduation after all. Do not be ashamed of those who devoted their lives to you." Madison pursed her lips in frustration. She threw the box down and, in a stern voice, said, "Dad, I don't want you to come. All my friends and their parents will be attending, and I don't want them to laugh at me after seeing you." A grave silence enveloped Ryan as he walked out of the washroom, wiping his face. He was shocked, and Madison's words hit him like a bag of bricks. "What did you say?" "My friends' fathers are from reputable backgrounds. They are all rich and look like celebrities. I don't want you standing among them looking like a mess." "Dad, I hope you understand. No matter how well you dress, anyone can easily guess you are a coal miner just by looking at your dirty face and hands. I don't want them to laugh at me. Please don't come to my graduation." Ryan was deeply hurt because he had been looking forward to attending the event, but thanks for the dress. "I love it," Madison said as she went to her room and slammed the door shut to try on the dress, leaving Ryan with more than just heartbreak. Ryan thought Madison was too young to understand his love for her. She was still a little girl. He consoled his broken heart and decided to still go to the graduation party with a tear-jerking surprise he had already planned for her. On the day of the graduation, 2 days later, Ryan asked, "Darling, shall I at least drop you off at school?" Madison looked so pretty, and he was so proud that she was finally graduating. "Drop me off? No need, Dad. My friend Dave is coming to pick me up in his car. I don't want to spoil my dress riding in your dirty van." "All right, have a lovely day, sweetie. And Dad, don't come, all right? I trust you won't. Bye, see ya." Ryan waited for Madison to leave so that he could get ready quickly and attend the event. "How can I miss such an important day in my daughter's life? I have to be there." Moments later, Ryan arrived at the venue and sat in the seating area for parents. He cheered as students were awarded, eagerly waiting to see Madison receive hers. "Next, we call Miss Madison Carter," the host announced. Ryan ran up to the front with his phone and started filming. As Madison received her diploma, Ryan was so happy, but Madison was shocked when she saw her dad. "Congrats, darling," Ryan kept shouting from below the podium. "I'm so proud of you." But Madison didn't smile or react. Instead, she groaned and joined her friends. She couldn't wait for the ceremony to be over so she could fume at her dad for coming. Suddenly, she heard the host say, "Mr. Carter, can we please have you on stage?" Madison was stunned and didn't understand what was going on as she saw Ryan walk over to the podium. "Why is he calling my dad to the stage? Oh no, what's going on?" Ryan happily walked to the stage and took the mic. "Thanks, Mr. Harris. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen," Ryan began. "Can we have the slideshow, please?" The audience and Madison were stunned when the hall was dimmed and the projector rolled. Ryan had made a beautiful video with pictures of him and Madison from when she was little up until just before the graduation. The day before the graduation ceremony, he had met with the principal and staff, explaining his intention to surprise his daughter. He was given special permission to pull off this surprise as soon as she received her diploma. "I love my daughter, Madison. I'm so proud of you. I hope your mother would be equally proud if she were here today. Alice, if you are here by any chance, you can see for yourself. You told me I could not raise my daughter alone, but there can be no other dad on earth who is as proud as I am. Now, congrats, S.A. We did it. Madison melted into tears after seeing the video. She ran to her dad as everybody gave him a standing ovation. She hugged him and cried, "Thank you so much, Dad. I'm sorry." Rain wiped her tears away and enjoyed the rest of the evening. On their way home, Madison recalled Ryan talking about her late mother. His words worried her. "Why did you say Mom would be proud if she were at the grad party? She's long gone. How will she attend if she's dead?" Ryan looked at Madison and laughed. "Your mother is not dead, honey. She is alive and lives in this town." Madison was shocked because she had been told her mother had died, but it was a lie. Ryan never wanted his daughter to know the truth about her mother until she came of age. "What? Mom's alive? Dad, why didn't you tell me?" Ryan realized it was time to make the biggest confession of his life. "Because your mom never wanted you. She told me that your birth father had died. She said it was up to me to decide if I wanted to raise you or leave you in the shelter." It turned out that Ryan and his wife, Alice, had divorced when Madison was little. Before moving on, Alice told Ryan their daughter was not his. Ryan was heartbroken but decided to raise the girl as his own. "I could not see you as someone else's child. You were my world, and you are my everything." Hearing this, Ryan cried. Madison threw herself into Ryan's arms and cried on his shoulder. "You're not my real father." Ryan hugged her back. "Sweetheart, I might not be your real father, but I love you just the same. Forget what I said. You will always be my daughter, no matter what." "I'm sorry, Dad. I feel bad for hurting you. I called you dirty and smelly without knowing all the sacrifices you made for me. What would have happened if you hadn't taken care of me? Please forgive me." Ryan wiped Madison's tears away, and they drove home, where he invited all his friends and neighbors to celebrate her graduation. After that day, Ryan and Madison never discussed their past again. Surprisingly, Madison was no longer ashamed of her dad. She was proud of him and realized he was a wonderful man who raised her with love and care when her mother left.